when paternity fraud goes wrong and why paternity tests needs to be mandatory in all states. Shout out to eman67 for bringing this to our attention. Now, I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link to a previous video I made in the description box of this video. Not the description box, in the comment section of this video. Now, fellas, remember when I made that video about that Jamaican who beheaded his wife when he found out all of his children that he was raising was not his? Well, deja vu all over again. We got another situation. This time, a man murdered his wife and her unborn child when he found out that the unborn child was from another man. Ladies, stop playing with these men. Stop trying to deceive these men into believing that the children are theirs when you know good and damn well it's not. And this is also the reason why paternity testing needs to be mandatory, despite what these hurt sorry ass 304s have to say. But let's hear the news here.
She got pregnant by another man, leaving him feeling disrespected. So police say he grabbed a pipe wrench, hitting her repeatedly.
The bloody scene unfolding with the couple's 4 children inside that home.
Also learning the victim may have been pregnant. Jor is a self-confessed killer, calling 911 himself Wednesday night to report he brutally killed his wife with a pipe wrench. She was a mother of 4. The arrest report obtained by Local 10 News says Jor told officers, "I did it. I finished her." This after his wife told him she was going to have another baby from another man.
We don't know what to make of it,
Detectives collecting evidence all day Thursday say the couple's children saw it all. Sources tell us the woman's 17-year-old daughter tried to revive her mother as she laid in the bedroom, lifeless. We saw loved ones still shocked and distraught, telling me off camera they have no words. Neighbors say they've never seen the couple fight, describing them as a loving family.
So basically, this man murdered his wife when he found out that she was pregnant by another man. God damn, talk about a crime of passion. Crime of passion. And to be honest, I must be the only one who's not surprised by this at all, because maybe it's because of the fact that back where I'm from, down south, you had husbands. The moment they find out that these husbands find out that they are raising a child that's not theirs and he was deceived, you had husbands back where I'm from deleting their wives and themselves when they find out the truth. Some would even go as far as to delete the children that's not theirs. All because these men were deceived. Now, I got to make this disclaimer. I do not condone any violence of any kind whatsoever. But it's hard. It's so hard for me not to talk about this because after all, This situation right here could have been avoided. She didn't have to sleep with another man and get pregnant by another man and then deceive her husband into believing that the child was his. Even not only that, plus even telling her husband that she got pregnant by another man. I cannot I cannot excuse that situation either. Ladies, these men are not having it. I'm telling you, these men are not having it in this day and age. These men is taking loyalty. Men like this dude takes loyalty to a whole nother level. These men, in which I would say has this mindset. The punishment for high treason is death. And when these men feel betrayed, once these men feel betrayed, there is no turning back. Ladies, if you know these children are, if you know that the child you have from another man is not your husband's, then I don't know what to say. But this right here is further proof that paternity testing needs to be mandatory. And once again, salute to the state of Tennessee for making paternity fraud a crime and paternity testing mandatory at birth. And yes, I for one do believe that all other states needs to follow suit. You know what I mean? Just think, not too long ago, I made a video in regards to this Jamaican beheading his wife when he found out the children that he raised didn't belong to him either. These men are tired. These men had enough of the stupid games. They had enough of the deception, and they had enough of the fucking fraud, of the fraud. Now it's to a point to where, who knows what will happen. As you also notice as well, after he committed the murder, he called the cops. He called the cops on himself. He called the cops on himself. That right there, that right there, that right there is a man that has a don't give a fuck mentality. Killed his wife, called the police, sat there till the police came and took him. I don't even know what else to say. And yes, paternity fraud is a big issue. No, no. This is one thing society cannot ignore. Because at the rate all this shit is going, at the rate all of this is going right now, whoo, How many more of situations like this has to happen before everybody starts to open their eyes and realize just how much of a big of an issue this is? And as I say before, I do not condone violence of any kind on my channel, but it's hard for me to ignore this situation right here. When paternity fraud goes wrong, and which, to be honest, this is part two. But these women needs to stop playing with these men like this. To them, the shit's not a game. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And that's all I'm going to say at this point. I said what I had to say. I'm done. Click the links in the comment section, and I'm out this bitch. Later.